Hey, time to check in on our goals. Where are you at so far this year? Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Mahoney. I'm so excited to have you here. This month of January, we're really going to be talking about our goals and how we're progressing and what we're looking forward to and what we're working on. And so today's like a check-in, right? How's everything going? It's only day 2 of the new year for me. So depending on when you're watching this video, you can still check in no matter how early or late it is. I've already started, where's my book over here? I've already started my first book of the year, and I'm a little bit, well, actually not halfway through yet, but I'm so excited for this book. My best friend gave it to me for Christmas, and I just want to talk a little bit about it. It's called Bird by Bird. So if you are someone who's aspiring to be a writer, she told me like this is the go-to, like the be-all end-all of like writing books. It's funny, it's entertaining, but it's also very useful and helpful. And so far I'm like, whoa. Yes, I would recommend this book to any writer. So if you're somebody who wants to write, you're new to writing, maybe you're even old to writing, but you've never read the book before, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. So, and I haven't even finished it yet, but I will give a more of a follow-up, maybe in-depth detail about what the book is. But so far she explains and breaks down like fiction writing. So if you're wanting to write a fiction book, it talks about like characters and plots and settings and how you should really do like first drafts and then second drafts, and if you have to do third drafts, whatever. It's more about like writing and getting used to the practice, and how as writers we need to be writing every single day. Like there's really no excuse. You should be writing every single day. Doesn't matter how much or how little, but like the practice of it and the buildup of it is super, super important. So you want to make sure that you're doing that for sure. And this book definitely stresses that, and it's been super helpful already, and I just started it yesterday, and I'm hoping I can finish it before my road trip. So today is Monday, and we leave Thursday, early morning for our road trip. My best friend and I, we're driving my parents' car to Florida. I'm so excited. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, that'll be super exciting. I'm really hoping that I can vlog as much as possible and get some really good footage for this channel, because I really want to vlog more here and give some good insights to small business tips and tricks and writing and things like that. I was going over my second book the other day. I think I'm almost ready to be in the editing process. I'm going back over it all and making sure everything makes sense, and I'm putting everything in there that I want to be in there. And so I would really love to get that published and processed before the end of March. So this year, if you haven't seen my goal video, this year I'm going to work on quarterly goals and kind of like eat at them smaller, instead of having like, by the end of the year I'm doing this, and by the end of the year I'm doing that. I watched another channel, and she was talking about how like breaking them up into smaller chunks can be super helpful. And my best friend Andrea, like my accountability coach girl too, she was saying that she also saw somebody on YouTube that also said the same thing. So plan for like January, February, March, and then at the end of March start planning for April, May, and June, and then you get the gist. Because then it's a good way to go ahead and see what you've accomplished. And if you haven't accomplished it yet, you can look back now on just 3 months and figure out why you haven't accomplished that and what you can change in order to accomplish that. So this goal this year too, I don't think I shared this in my last video. I actually got a goal journal. Now I have like thousands of journals. I think I actually even did a journal video already and posted it on here, but I didn't have this one. I was actually in Barnes & Noble shopping for my brother, and then I saw this and I was like, you know what, I think this is something I need to do. I need to break it down and have it all in one place instead of having it like 15 different places. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still have my books that I use in different spots, but this one really like explains in depth about goals and journaling and why it's so important. I'll actually link it down below. And then it has like a spot for your vision board, and then it talks about like breaking down your goals in smaller chunks. But then they have like these pages, like it will say like goal, and it says what, why, when, and how. What is the feeling I'm chasing? What are key milestones? And they give you 3 spots. Things to do, your reward, and your outcome, and the date that it's completed. Like everything's on one page, and I think that that's super helpful. So you can kind of work through and like see what you've done and how you've accomplished it throughout the year, and like it breaks it all down for you. So one of the things is talking about is like following one goal at a time. And even I saw a quote the other day from Beyonce, and she said like what I do is like I pick a goal and then I follow all the steps I need to until I get that goal. And then once that's done, I reach higher. I go higher and more extreme for that goal. So once she accomplishes something, she moves on to the next thing instead of focusing on like 500 different things. So that's super important. I definitely think that it's okay to have like littler goals in between, obviously, but there should be like one main goal that you're looking forward to and you're going towards, so that you have a good focus and drive. And then once that's met, you can move on to the next thing. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on this year. But yeah, so I just want to kind of check in with everybody, see where everyone's at. Definitely comment down below. And if you're not already in my personal growth group on Facebook, you definitely want to join that. We talk a lot about keeping each other accountable, and I ask some challenge questions, and we're going to have some fun challenges and giveaways hopefully in that group this year. That's one of my goals. Is to really bring us together more and develop that sense of community and accountability and support for one another. So I'll also link that down below so you can go ahead and join us there. If you haven't already, check out my video where I talk about my goal binder, and I'll link that down below or up above actually. So you can go ahead and find out our goal journals and how we worked on them, and we can check in and start going over them and seeing where we're progressing. Now it's not even the end of week 1 yet, and that's okay, but checking in on day 2 is good because it's like, where are you right now? Where's your headspace? Because sometimes day 2 you're already like, oh, I haven't done anything I said I was going to do yet, and it's already 2 days in. Okay, well, that's okay. Don't throw it all out the window. Just go ahead and start tomorrow or start in the next hour, whatever it is that you have to do. Just because you may have failed or not done something that you said you're going to do so far, like, that's okay. Just refresh and get back on the journey. Don't think that the whole thing is a wash now just because you forgot to do it for 2 days in a row or just a day in a row. No, don't think like that. That's negative behavior, and we want to focus on positive behavior. So just keep going with your goal and keep powering through. And if you need that accountability, definitely join the group and we can help you with that. All right, I know it's a short one today, but I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Definitely subscribe if you're not already there so you can keep accountable this whole year and find out what we're going to do to progress together and move on in our goals. See you in the next one.